We just took a business from $0 to $611,000 per month, and I wanted to document the exact process and steps to creating $1 million per month business in under 365 days time. And we did this by covering everything from creating a product to doing TikTok organic videos, launching TikTok ads, scaling up Facebook ads, and so much more. So be sure to check out that video for part 1 here, so that way you can see all of those strategies covered there. We are now officially in part 2 of this series, so let's first review where we left off. Between October being at $75K per month, and then in the last 30 days being able to get to $611,000 per month, here are some of the things that we did to make this happen. So as you can see, these sales have been trending up pretty significantly, which is really incredible to see, but we have increased our conversion rate now by 734%. Your conversion rate makes a huge difference when you're scaling up your ads because it allows you to convert more people on your website. So we're always looking for ways to increase this number so that way we can get more orders. And the bulk of this really came down to increasing our spend on our Facebook ads. As you can see here, spending about $92,000 in the last 30 days, getting about 4,173 orders, which is pretty incredible. We've reached over 10 million unique people, which is absolutely insane. And some of this comes down to not only having a really solid top of funnel, but we've also launched in multiple different countries. The reason this is important is because we can only reach so many people in a select country that are going to buy. And if we know our product can ship to other countries, we can expand our geolocation and increase our orders. So that's exactly what we did. Once we saw that our campaigns were performing for one country very well, we scaled up pretty significantly to about 500 to 1,000 daily on each of these audiences, which resulted in a pretty significant amount of spend. And these are totally broad audiences, no targeting just the country size itself. Because when you're spending more money, you don't want to be super specific with your audiences because you want to allow the algorithm to optimize for you. And then we had our Advantage Plus shopping campaign, which is Facebook's way of analyzing all of our ad account data and creating a campaign using that information to reach more unique people that are most similar to the people who've already purchased from us in the past. This can also include a little bit of retargeting, and we're spending about 500 to 1,000 daily on this audience as well. And it's important to know with the Advantage Plus campaign, we only used our most highly performing ad creatives, which are our top 3 creatives in this case, and each of them had very healthy metrics behind them and were converting very well, so we knew putting more budget behind them was going to work. And during the scaling phase, you definitely want to make sure you have all your numbers ironed out, because when you're spending more and more money and jumping from a few hundred daily to a few thousand daily, you want to make sure you've checked all the boxes to make sure you can do that by adjusting your audiences and using only the best performing creative assets that you have available. And then we have our retargeting, which is retargeting people in the last 90 days who've added to cart, the website visitors, and even people who've engaged with our ads, because we're getting so much traffic and a lot of people hadn't yet converted. So we want to retarget those individuals to get them back to the website to buy. And we only spent about $7,000 out of the $100K we spent for the last 30 days, which is not a lot for retargeting. So there is a lot of room for us to scale these campaigns up even further and extract more sales and orders because of this. So to make that leap from 75K to 611K, it came down to scaling up our Facebook ads, being able to expand our audience targeting to reach additional countries, increasing our conversion rate, and really just focusing on the best performing creative assets so we can really handle this growth. We now have 1 month left to accomplish our goal of hitting $1 million per month in under 365 days, and that means we have to make an additional $400,000 on top of the already $600K we're making per month. And in order to do that, really it's only going to come down to one thing, and that's how far we can truly scale these Facebook ads in that amount of time. So all we can do from here is scale up and see what happens. Okay, so now it's Christmas Eve and we've had some time to start scaling up the Facebook ads, and let's see exactly where we're at. $750,000 per month in sales in the last 30 days, which is pretty amazing. And we still have 8 days left in the year to be able to make an additional 250K. So that way we can hit that magic number of $1 million per month. But we'd have to do $31,000 per day for the rest of the month to make this happen. And we could try to spend more and hit that goal, but in my opinion, with Christmas already being here, people are traveling for the holidays, they're with their families, and really the purchase and buying season has come to an end. And to be able to scale up after Christmas is very unlikely because most people already ordered all their gifts online, and aren't really looking to do too much more shopping towards the new year, which is unfortunate. So I do think we have maxed out our resources, but that doesn't mean we still can't hit $1 million per month. It just means it's likely not going to happen in less than 365 days. You see, creating a business that can produce $10 million per year is harder than you might think, and doing it in under 365 days was a long shot from the beginning. And although we've learned a lot of lessons along the way, I still think it is achievable. We just need a little bit more time. But I don't want to quit now because we are so close. So let's review what pathways we have going forward so that way we can still accomplish this goal. So here we are in the Shopify account, and as you can see, $747,000 in the last 30 days here. And what you'll notice is the trend is starting to drop off. You know, we were able to get it to about $750K, and that's an additional $150,000 from the previous month. But the problem is that you can definitely see the behavior and people are starting to buy less and less. So it really means we need to scale back our ads if we want to maintain the same level of profitability. And our conversion rate remained relatively the same from previous month, but our online store sessions have gone up significantly and our traffic's been growing and growing. And we know that there's people out there that want to buy this product, so there are some opportunities left to still squeeze some more juice and sales out of this store. So one of the biggest factors when I'm looking at this data is something that particularly stands out to me is the returning customer rate. You know, having worked with thousands of e-commerce brands, there's definitely trends in data that I notice on a regular basis from high producing stores and low producing stores in terms of sales volume. And one of those things that particularly stands out to me is the returning customer rate. I know big stores that are doing $1 to $10 million per month have a very healthy returning customer rate. In fact, it's one of the biggest reasons why stores are able to maintain those numbers is because they acquire customers at a cost and then they're able to keep them at a much lower cost. It's easier to get a customer who's already bought from you to buy again than it is to acquire a new one. So in order for us to sustain this growth and be able to continue to climb in the rankings and Shopify sales, we need to tap into the returning customer rate because we have so many people buying from us, but not a lot are returning. And one of the reasons could be that our product line is really only a product that you would buy one time. It's a car silhouette. So we really need to open up more products and more wall art potentially, so that way people can find other items that they like once they've received their first product and come back to the website to buy. Not only that, but if we can get those people to come back and be returning customers and buy items for their friends, family, and continuously come to the site and see it as a source for all their art pieces, then we can definitely see customers climbing up to the 10% returning rate, even the 20% returning rate, which would by far get us above that $1 million per month mark. So we might not be able to do this in under 8 days, but we could look to go into January and extend some of our time here to be able to still accomplish our goal. So these are going to be the next items that we really need to work on. So if you want to see a part 3, be sure to subscribe and comment and let me know below. And once again, it's your favorite digital marketer here, Chase Chappell. Cheers and bye all.